The International Jet Sport Boating Association's Big Red Jet Sports Tour has spent the summer crisscrossing the country, even visiting the Great White North of Canada. Today, after a long, tumultuous season, 7 champions will be crowned. ESPN Speed World welcomes you to the shores of Lake Michigan. It's championship day and the 1998 IJSBA Big Red Jet Sport season comes to a close. 7 titles to be decided here today at the Nielsen Nationals on Lake Michigan. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen and welcome. We're just outside of the windy city of Chicago here on Lake Michigan, and we're set to decide 7 titles. Now I'm standing just in front of the Yamaha tent where there's a lot of activity as they get set to put their man Nicholas Rios back in the waters of Lake Michigan as he tries to wrap up the 785 runabout crown. He's 19 points atop of his closest rival, Chris McCluggage from Kawasaki, after the heat race earlier today. McCluggage won the event. Nicholas was 4th. That championship will be decided here today. With more on the other title fight that we'll be watching, here's my co-host, Robbie Floyd.
Well, Ralph, in pro ski, a lot of confidence coming out of the Kawasaki camp. In today's heat races, much of the same thing. Victor Sheldon, another win. He's won all but one heat race this year. On the other hand, Jeff Jacobs sitting 2nd in points. He's had a hard time in his heat races. He fell down, will drop back to 10th today. It's been a tough race, but consistency seems to be paying off. I'm here with Victor Sheldon, and Victor, it looks like you're having more fun than you've ever had.
Yeah, you know, I'm just going out there and racing my races and just having fun with it. You know, I mean, it's, you know, we're here to have fun, so, you know, just go out and ride and, you know, just loosen up and, you know, just like you're out on the golf course with you, Robbie, you know, just having a good time.
Trying to hit that clown's mouth, aren't you, Floyd? Here's a look at that very tricky course, Robbie.
They're not going to have a good time out there on this track. There's a lot of chicanes in this section. Look at the left-hand side. We have that dual split again. The right-hand side, again, a lot of chicanes signify this track.
Kawasaki boys loading Victor's boat into the water as he gets set for the main event. Here's a look at the points after today's heat race. That is the way they will stack up going into the main event. Basically, Jacobs has to win. Sheldon has to fall out. So what exactly is the Jammer racing for here today?
I haven't had a tremendous season so far, so you know, I'd like to go out with a win, no question about it. Give me a little confidence going into Havasu, but no matter what, I'm going to have some confidence going into Havasu. We got 2 months off, but definitely want to go out with a bang here.
Havasu's in October. National championships on the line today as we take a look at our highlighted coverage from the Pro Ski Championship race. And that red string breaks, the riders are on their way. And Robbie, in this one, both Jacobs and Sheldon got horrible starts. 3 new names up front.
Yeah, Justin Windsor, look, he had a great start out in front. Also 2nd place, another rookie, Mike Coe. You see him with that yellow handle pole. These 2 guys, you've been seeing Coe out in front, but Windsor trying to end with a bang.
And coming around the outside was Kapler. He'd end up coming into 3rd. You'll see him sliding across from the left side of your screen here in just a minute as they round the buoys. There's Kapler around that right-handed or left-handed red buoy onto the front straightaway.
Windsor, his first year in pro competition, he's the national champion from last year in expert ski. Got a great start. Coe, we've seen him out quite a few times in front.
Coe would do great up in 2nd for a while, then Kapler comes along and applies the pressure. Kapler in the blue helmet gets by, and then Coe bobbles. A little bit later, Coe has even more problems and falls down.
Just losing his balance in some rough water. The guy's just picking him off one after the other. But look at him. He's having a hard time just standing up right now.
This kind of water, as choppy as it is, tough to regain your balance, as Windsor would find out.
Yeah, the South African having some hard times here in the Great Lakes. A little bit different it is in South Africa.
Kapler then gets by to take the lead, and it looked like Kapler might pick up his first victory.
Well, you notice Windsor taking real wide lines right there. He's not one to make any mistakes. That's the best place he's been in all year long.
While Kapler was out front leading, look at this, Jeff Jacobs doing everything he could do to get up front. He had to win today, Robbie, and hope that this man, Sheldon, would fall out of the race. But Sheldon in the top 5 at this point, not helping Jacobs' chances at all. But Kapler did. Kapler went down, and that really opened the door for Jacobs. What made him fall, Robbie?
Kapler going down that back straightaway. It's very rough. He starts losing his balance. He's not going to let go of the handle pole. Look, he just does a little bit of a butt drag, not one to let go. He's giving it throttle right then, trying to get that pump hooked up.
Doesn't help at all as he's in the water for too long, and Jacobs sails right past. Meanwhile, Sheldon having a smooth run up front, battling with Fischetti, who would have both problems, mechanical troubles for him on the Sea-Doo. He would fall out of the top three in the points due to that dead last finish there. That gave Victor third, which clinched him the national championship, while Jacobs motored around in the lead, unchallenged from this point on. Well, the seven-time national champion in pro ski would take the win, his third of the 1998 season, but he would fall short of the championship this year. It will go to Victor Sheldon, who comes home third with Derek Kapler finishing in second. We'll be back to Lake Michigan to talk to the now three-time national champion. The Nielsen Nationals are brought to you by Yamaha Watercraft, solid thinking for a liquid world. And McGraw Insurance, the nation's largest supplier of personal watercraft insurance. Welcome back to Lake Michigan. There's the results of today's race. But the man who finishes third takes the championship, and he's with Robbie.
Victor, you've had so many fans come up to you saying they're glad to see you in this. You took the national championship after so many years off.
Yeah, you know, I never thought it would happen, to be honest with you. I was just coming into this season with a good open mind and, you know, a great sponsor, Kawasaki, and just trying to ride the wheels off that thing, you know, each weekend. Today my performance wasn't as good. I was a little tight, I will admit to that, but, you know, won the war, and that's all that matters.
Championships will bring you big money, but so will contingency programs, and the folks at Sea-Doo have put together a great one for the Scat Track World Finals coming up at Lake Havasu. Here's a look at the money. It's going to be tremendous, as race team manager Maurice Murray explains.
We're bringing the money, and we're not bringing it home. We want to send the message to the racing community that our support of novice, expert, and pro racing in the IJSBA, both on the national tour and regionally, is guaranteed. We're here to stay, and we look forward to a long association with the racers and the IJSBA.
It's a good way for, you know, everybody to make, you know, some money. You know, it guarantees that Sea-Doo's here to stay, and they're here to prove that they're, you know, going to stay in racing, and it's guaranteed money for all the novice, experts, and pros. And it's a good thing, and, you know, a novice can come out here and make, you know, the most money he's ever made in his whole life, and, you know, we can make a little extra money too.